This is really important. What you can't see in your mind and what you don't have in your mind, you can't have in your hand. I want you to think about that for a second. Every single thing that I've ever gotten in my life, I've been able to envision it. And if I envision it, I can mentally own it. If you can't own your own mind, you damn sure can't own the world. If you want to take over the world, you got to take over your own mind. So these videos in the mental mindset chapter are about what it takes to win. Look, a lot of people don't win because they got weak mentality. Now, I want you to look at yourself for a second. Go look in the mirror and say, man, how tough am I? Because I'm going to tell you this. If you're in the sales space, you're going to get rejected a lot. People are going to tell you no a lot, and you're going to have to be mentally tough, okay? There's some things that I run by, and by the way, faith and family and all that stuff's really, really important, and that's number one. But I'm going to run through three things, and I always talk about the physical health. The physical health creates the mental health. The mental health makes the business go through the roof. So this mental health and us getting strong and the mindset of taking over the world, you're going to have people that are going to try to take you out. Do me a favor. Grab a pen, grab a piece of paper. I want you to write down two words. Dream killer. Dream killers. What does that mean? These are people that have given up on their dreams or that have never had a dream. And as you're going to take over your life and you want to go to the next level, and maybe you might be recreating. Like, look, maybe before you were a bad person. You didn't deserve a good life. You weren't great. But now you're deciding to raise your standards, right? You're raising your standards. You want to go to another level. You want to go to another gear. You want to have a better life. You want to self-improve, right? You're saying like, dude, I want more for me and I'm ready to fight for my life. Well, guess what? As you go to get that, there's some people that are going to be like, dude, what are you doing? And you're going to learn that your circle of people around you, there may be some people that you won't cut off. Now, if it's a distant friend, that's easy. But what about if it's your own family? I want to explain something to you. There was a time where I wanted to pursue a better life. And there was some family of mine that didn't want me to do that. So I decided to separate myself from them completely. And I'm going to explain to you how I did it. I said, hey, for the next 6 months, I don't want to have anything to do with you. I'm going to go pursue my own life and I'm going to stay focused. I came back around after 6 months to say hello. They had the same mentality, so I permanently left. Now I'm going to explain something to you. I love people. I love your family. I love everybody in this world. But if somebody doesn't support you, they're pulling energy from you. They're going to drain you, so you can't have that special energy to win. Do you feel me? So you only have so much real estate in your heart and in your brain. And if you give that over to people who are negative, who are dream killers, that have given up on their life, that don't want a better life, that is settled, those people that have settled, you're going to find yourself settling with them. And if you don't settle, there's going to be conflict. So the purpose of this video is to talk about mental mindset, but one thing specifically I put, your own family will talk shit about you when you're in the process of breaking all generational curses. Now write this down right now, okay? Write down generational curse. It means something different to every person, every family, okay? I'm going to explain to you what it meant to me. When I grew up, like, listen, I always say my mom left when I was 2, no big deal, right? She was out of the house. Most of the times dad leaves. This was the mom, kind of crazy, right? She rolls out, 5 brothers and sisters, kind of a little crazy around the house, made straight D's in school, didn't make very good grades, taught to think small, stay out of jail, get a job. Pretty simple, right? Look, I wasn't crazily abused or anything wild happened. I just freaking didn't have that like, hey Andy, you're gonna be great. You're gonna become something. You can do it. It's time to start thinking about your future. I didn't have that. Stop getting distracted. Are you ready to turn your annual income into your monthly income? If you want to make more money in 2025 than ever before, you want to recreate your life, you want to put a financial fence around your family, you're ready to change, you got to be like my boy Tommy here. He's training on the Elliott Training Academy. Listen, it takes a couple things. Number one, life coaching, leadership training. The quality of your life will always come down to the level of your leadership. So the life that you have now is because the leader that you are. It's time to change. If you're ready to change your life, download now. So I got a job in sales, and when I did, I got into the automotive space. Now listen to me, one of the first things that I learned is that a lot of the people saw as I was dedicating lots of hours, because if you're in sales, you know, if you want to get ahead, you're going to have to really push down on the gas, you're going to give a lot of hours, right? As I started working 12 hours a day, 15 hours a day, really applying myself, giving all that I had to trying to get to a different life, they started to talk shit. Everybody did. Everybody started to talk crap, you know, and what I did is I had to make a choice, all right? Was I going to stay in the same place and keep sitting in shit? Or was I going to elevate my life and go in a vertical and decide to put my blinders on and focus on what was important to me? So I made that decision. And I want you to understand something. If you're going to do something that no one in your family has ever done, you're going to have to be somebody that no one in your family has ever seen. And if they've never seen that person before, they don't know what that person looks like. So when you're trying to become that person, you know what they're going to try to do? They're going to try to pull you down, okay? Don't let anybody pull you down no matter what. And I want you to do this right now, okay? I want you to write down this, okay? Consciously, right? That means consciously pay attention. See, they say if you're around 5 crackheads, you'll end up being the 6th, right? I do believe that. They say if you're around 5 millionaires, you'll be the 6th. I don't believe that. If you're around 5 millionaires and if you're watching this video right now and you want to go to a level that you never imagined in your life, I'm going to ask you that you're going to have to consciously pay attention. And when I tell you that you can have no weeds in your brain, that you've got to guard your mind with your life, that everything that will happen to you in your life, for your business, for your family, and for yourself will come from your mental mindset. That's it. Your mental mindset is everything, all right? Because I told you in the beginning of this video, what you can't have in your mind, you can't have in your hand. It means you can't have it. So what's the difference between a visionary and somebody who's crazy? A visionary, that's somebody that says they're going to do something and they make it happen. Somebody who's crazy, they say they're going to do something, but it never happens. And we're all capable of being the same. I'm no better than you. I've been able to accomplish more than most people could do in 3 lifetimes in freaking 3 years. And how I've been able to do it is I stay in my lane, I stay massively focused, and I keep my mindset strong and I don't break. So many people keep quitting and going back to the finish line, all right? So who are these people that are these dream killer people that are going to pull you down and try to drown you? If you've ever seen somebody drowning, you go to save them, they're going to try to drown you while you're trying to save them. Okay? So I need you to do me a favor. Be crystal clear on your goals. And understand that as you've decided to pick a new dream, dreams come with the price. And the price is a great mindset. You have to have one to be able to pursue those great dreams. And when people see you not settling, when you're not settling, there's going to be conflict. And they're going to talk shit. And I want you to do me one favor. I want you to remember this for the rest of your life. You can't stop and throw rocks at every dog that's going to bark. Okay? Here's what you're going to do. You're going to torture your haters with success. You're going to eliminate anything and everything, anyone, anything and everything that's in your life that doesn't take you towards your goal. Anything that pulls you away from your goal and pulls you away from it has to go. So you make that decision today, you draw the line in the sand, and you make the decision that your mental mindset's the most important thing in the world. And if you have what I'm teaching you about in this video right now, you're already a multimillionaire. I know you are. If you don't have it, okay, and you say, Andy, well, I do have it, but you're not a multimillionaire, you don't have this mindset yet. You may have it sometimes, but I assure you, there's somebody out there that's pulling you away from where you need to go. And every time you get close, you go spend a little time with this person, boom, and they pull you back. It's kind of like running a marathon. You're really running. Mile 20, you stop, you go back to the starting line. That's what most people do in life. They never finish the marathon. And by the way, listen, I'm going to explain this to you. When you get to mile 20, and it says you got 26 miles to run, so you got 6 miles left, your whole body hurts, you think you're going to die, you know what you do? You quit. Because it feels good to quit. It really does. It feels good, man. You're like, God, man, this feels good. Because the pain leaves. As you walk back to the starting line about a day later, you look up on the TV and it shows everybody who finished the freaking marathon. And you're like, damn, man. God, that would have felt amazing to do that. And now you got to go rerun it again. So don't let that be you. Make sure that these dream killers, when you see them, you eliminate them. Understand, breaking generational curses, it can come from multiple different ways, okay? It can come from wealth. It can come from just a small mindset. It can come from being in an alcoholic family or a drug family. It can be anything. Whatever you would write down, this is the curse of my family. It could just be settling in mediocrity. Maybe you have the best family in the world and you say, Andy, I don't have anything wrong. It's just that nobody's ever shot for the stars. Maybe that's you, all right? okay? You're gonna break mediocrity. That way your nephews, your grandkids, your great-grandkids, you're gonna give them a name to look up to and they're gonna follow you, okay? So guys watching this right now, mental mindset's everything. If you can duplicate this, you can't be beat. If you're ready to change your life, download now.